team of 2, and we're responsible for basically all the earned media and public relations efforts at our company, which is a tourism bureau. And I make a point to check in with them on a weekly basis and see how they're doing, how's their workload, is there anything I can take off their plate or help them prioritize. So regular check-ins, I try to be accessible to them by phone, text, call, email, pretty much at all hours, because stuff comes up and I want them to know that they can always let me know. And then one thing that I think is really important that my boss taught me and that I'm trying to lead by example is that if there's an issue with someone, it's better to bring it up right away. And as opposed to like, some people wait for an annual review period to say, hey, I actually had a problem with the way you did X, Y, and Z. I don't think that's a good way to solve anything. Plus then the person who had the issue is operating like nothing was wrong for however long. So I try to, if there's just something that I've got a little constructive criticism on, or I think maybe there's a learning moment, I try to bring it up right away and say, all right, let's work on this and fix it. And how can I help you do that? And is there anything I can fix about the way I'm doing this? And so I think that is pretty important too. So like I said, we do all the PR efforts for a tourism bureau. And what that means is we're not only trying to generate news articles about our company, we're trying to generate news articles about the entire city of Milwaukee and what a great place it is to visit and live and work. And so on a really good day, I get to spend a lot of time talking about the really great things that are about where I live. And that is really fun. And the best moments are when I'm talking to a travel writer or any kind of journalist, and you can kind of see the moment where it clicks in their head that yes, this is a really cool place to live. I had one writer in particular who I was taking her around for like 2 days around the city, showing her all these amazing things to do and places to eat and places to stay and neighborhoods. And we finished a tour of this radio station, and we were on top of the radio station where they have this really nice green roof. And we're looking out over the city, and she's just like, yeah, so if I would want to buy a house here, because she didn't live in Milwaukee, if I would want to buy a house here, like where would you want to do it? Like she was ready to move to the city. So it is those moments where it's like, oh yeah, I'm really lucky to do what I do. It can really vary. Mainly it varies by the time of year. Wisconsin, northern state, we've got cold winters, really gorgeous summers. And so we do have most travel media and journalists want to come see Milwaukee and want to come write about it when the weather's nice. So a normal day in the summer is probably something like, I'm doing some pitching. So I'm sending story ideas to journalists about things they should cover. And then I'm probably spending some time with a journalist, meeting them for lunch, maybe taking them on a walking tour of a certain neighborhood or area, or even spending the entire day with them. And we're just going around and seeing the best of the city. And then in the winter, it's more of like still sending lots of pitches, but doing a lot of the more administrative things that we have to do as well. Cleaning up databases and making sure all of our media contacts are up to date, that sort of stuff. I went to journalism school at University of Missouri. That's where I went, Mrs. McSparron. She was my roommate. And so I got a journalism degree, and then I worked in journalism for a while, and I made a lot of connections with media by being the media. And so that's kind of how I got my job. But a lot of people who do what I do go to college for communications, just a general communications degree, or English even. Um, or journalism, I would say. Those three tracks will all prepare you just as well to do what we do. Some people get business degrees, and that helps too. That can be a great route too, as long as you're a really strong writer. And then within the profession of public relations, there are all sorts of avenues you can go into if you have one of those degrees. In high school.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, journalism. If you guys have a student paper, get on that paper. That just gets you thinking critically about what makes a good story, what's something people want to read, what's important information for people to know. Maybe it's not necessarily, it's in journalism, we would say part of journalism is like forcing people to eat their vegetables. Maybe they didn't realize they need to know this information, but it's really in their best interest for them to know. And high school journalism classes are the best place to start for that. And then any kind of class where you are working on your writing skills. If you can be a clear communicator, even before you get to college, you can do anything. So not only will it prepare you for a career in this, but if you change your mind in college, I mean, it's being a clear communicator can get you a lot farther and just enhance all of your other talents.